Welcome to this edition of Capture. I'm Caitlin Slater.
And I'm Tyler Smith.
And we're going to start this episode with a little sports update, starting off with our men's basketball team that won 2 out of 3 games in the Bay Area to end the regular season. The Cougars beat Notre Dame de Namur and Academy of Art. As for the women's team, they also won 2 out of 3 games in the Bay Area. The Cougars beat Fresno Pacific and Academy of Art. APU men's tennis won 3 out of 5 games against Western New Mexico to remain undefeated early on in the season with a record of 6-0. Women's tennis also won against Western New Mexico with an impressive 9-0 sweep. APU's softball team had a split with Cal State San Marcos in their doubleheader on Friday. Our women's water polo team won both games on Saturday at the Whittier Invitational. Water polo is on a 4-game win streak. It looks like APU spring sports are contending well on the road so far.
On March 18th, APU will be hosting their 33rd annual Night of Champions. This is an event you won't want to miss. This year's theme is Faith Over Fear and will feature Oakland Raiders quarterback Derek Carr as the keynote speaker. In collaboration with Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Night of Champions is based on reaching youth for Christ. Night of Champions will also include other guest speakers and entertainment, including track and field Olympian Barbara Nawabi. The event will take place in the Felix Events Center, and tickets are on sale for $15 per person. You can register for the event online at apu.edu/NOC.
Most of us have heard of TED Talks, right? Have you heard of TED Talks?
I've heard of it.
Well, APU this year is hosting our own independently organized TED event. This event helps bring together the smartest thinkers, best ideas, and greatest teachers based on this year's theme of innovation. Here's a look at what's in store for this year's TEDx. Hey students and staff, pull out your calendars right now and mark down March 28th because APU's TEDx event is back and better than ever. It's an all-day event taking place in UTCC on East Campus. The doors open at 12:30 and the event runs until about 4 o'clock. Journalism professor Kent Walls will host this year's TEDx, where there will be numerous other talks led by 7 different invited speakers. Here is Dr. Ryan Montague, who will be speaking at the event.
I think for me, it's just kind of an exciting time to pull together some amazing faculty members and hear what it is that they do and what they're passionate about. So it moves beyond just a classroom lecture, and it's really about a talk that you think could legitimately transform a community or transform our society. So it's kind of a neat way to stretch the comfort zones of some of the researchers, professors, and staff on campus to really think at a high level and pitch an idea that's worth everybody coming together and listening to.
Applications for tickets are available for $30 online at TEDxAzusaPacificUniversity.com. The good news is that if you don't purchase a ticket in time or have class that day, you can still watch the event in the Cougar Dome at the live viewing party.
So if you miss the deadline for applications or unfortunately you don't make it because this is such a wanted and desired event to be at, you can come to the viewing party. There's going to be live food, contests, raffles, that kind of thing. And you can pop in, pop out. The event is all day, and it's so exciting.
There are only 100 seats available in the live studio audience, so be sure to purchase your ticket as soon as possible. The event will also be broadcasted live online at apu.edu/live. TEDx is still the most streamed live event APU has ever done, so it's definitely a must-see.
In case you missed it, last Friday was the SGA election chapel at Felix Events Center. Every candidate gave a short speech on their qualifications and why they were running for their respective positions. Students will receive notifications via their APU emails once the SGA team is elected. Senate elections will begin March 15th, so don't forget to vote for your senators as well. Best of luck to all the candidates.
And an organization called Live Salted came to APU last week for worship night. The organization seeks to encourage women not to compare themselves to others and to live out the truth in Jesus Christ. Erica Hunter has more on this event.
On Thursday, February 23rd, Live Salted held a worship night for women in Seven Palms. There were women from Azusa Pacific, Chapman, and Loyola Marymount Universities in attendance.
We're through a ministry called Live Salted, which is for college-age women, and the whole mission behind it is for girls to really step into God's calling on their lives and to really utilize the gifts that God's given them.
The director and alumni of Chapman University, Krista Hengisht, talked to the audience of women about who they are in Christ and focused primarily on the topic of comparison.
I think it was a good time to just sit and reflect on God's presence and how much He loves us.
With the help of the Kaleo Band, Live Salted created a space for women to glorify the Spirit of the Lord. After worship, 2 APU students shared their personal testimonies of comparison.
The night was really awesome. There were really good speakers, and everyone was super welcoming, and it was really powerful.
APU has a new creative outlet available to students and faculty. It's called the One Button Room, and it offers the full experience with the convenience of a click of a button, located on East Campus. Sierra Seipert has more.
Inside the Marshburn Library, a new video and audio recording studio has been introduced called One Button, and it's quickly becoming the best-kept secret on campus.
The One Button Room is a self-service, easy-to-use recording studio. It was a joint project between the library and IMT. The room is equipped with a multifunctional camera, studio lighting, and several types of screens. Everything the room contains runs through the master box, which is easily accessible via USB. Students are given a black media box, which contains everything they need to fully utilize the room. Inside the box is a camera remote, a laser remote, 2 smartboard pens, 2 USB flash drives, a microphone pack, and 2 backup batteries. If students run into a problem and find themselves in need of help, they can call IMT at 5050. In order to reserve the room for yourself, visit 25live.com and search Video Recording Studio under the Locations tab. There, you may pick the date and time you wish to use the room. Marshburn Library will provide the black box upon your reservation.
So, if you're a student looking for a new creative outlet or a professor looking to spice up your lesson plans, One Button is your one stop for all your video and audio needs. Reporting from Marshburn Library, I'm Sierra Seipert.
Well, that's all we have for this week's show. Be sure to catch up with us on Facebook Live every Friday at noon.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at APU Capture. Once again, I'm Tyler Smith.
And I'm Caitlin Slater. Have a wonderful week.